Namaste. This is the fifth video in the series on brahmacharya for the womb. And today I'm going to be sharing the consequences of losing your Veerya when you have random encounters and don't give respect to your own sexuality and your own sacredness of your own being. And when you go around, being online on dating apps and all these kinds of things, right? So dating apps is something which gives you the most ungratifying kind of intimacy, because it is not going to help you find your dharma, it's not going to help you find your purpose, it's going to make you lose more Veerya, and it's going to make you lose your self-worth as a woman. So as a man who thinks that sexuality is a need, like having sex is a need, and you go on a dating app, then you will keep losing your Veerya every time you ejaculate. And there's really no point in pursuing your sexual need on a dating app, because even when you succeed in that, you will have ungratifying sexual encounter. It will not be a gratifying one. Why? Because it takes time to build intimacy with the partner, and more importantly, if you don't have dharma, if you don't have purpose, then it's just going to be a loss of Veerya. It's going to be an addictive thing that you do just to spend time on something, and ungratifying, because you went there without an intention, without clarity on why you're doing this, and so it's going to lead to more lack of clarity and more confusion in your life. Now, as a person who is walking the path of brahmacharya, it is necessary to always be your true self. So your true self is your unaltered, unadulterated, pure consciousness, which can never be altered. Pure consciousness, which is Sri Rama in your heart, in your being, it can never be altered. Okay, and that's the core that you should ideally get to, because that's when you stop putting yourself above or below others, and you don't have an ego anymore. And when you don't have that ego, then you are free. Okay, you're free to be in tune with Sri Rama. You're free to be just having an identity of only the Bhakt of Sri Rama, of the Sevak of Sri Rama. When you do this, then you have the strength also that you get from Sri Rama. You get lots of blessings, you get a lot of grace. Okay, so when you have only a connection to your true self, as a woman, it will be the feminine embodiment of Sri Rama in your heart, and that also will help you be free of ego. Be free of thinking too high or too low of yourself. Yeah, so the third thing is unconditional love is a myth. Okay, because the minimum requirement is for you to have your true self, to be in connection with Sri Rama in your heart. That is something that is the basic minimum. As a woman, especially, having Sri Rama in your heart builds dharma in you and makes your body and your being stronger towards a purpose, and bestows you with Vidya from Devi when you have that as, because when you have dharma, you yourself will start embodying Devi and embodying Devi to be a source of Vidya. When people create entitlement towards sex, then they end up having all this delusions that love has to be unconditional. Okay? That there will be unconditional love and I will have undefined amounts of sex. Okay, all this, it's a myth. Okay? Both of these things are a myth, because you didn't come here to have sex. That's not the purpose of life. Purpose of life is the dharma which you choose to walk upon. Okay, you have to see beyond of being born and then studying and working dying and then going to the next birth. You think about what else can you do. I mean, you can also do these things, but that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be to follow the path of dharma, to have Sri Rama in your heart. Okay, these are worthy goals. Okay, not unconditional love and not unlimited amounts of sex. Unconscious sex makes a lot of loss of Veerya, creates a loss of Veerya, and also creates a lot of lust in the world. If you think that there should be fewer rapes in the world, or no rape at all, then start by yourself eliminating lust from your own being. Okay, that's what you can do. What can you do as one person so that there are fewer rapes in the world, or there are no rapes at all, and there is no outward expression of lust in a violent way, which is rape, which is actually sexual violence. Rape is sexual violence. It's a type of violence, but directed towards a specific gender. It could be a woman or a man, but it is gender-based violence. Okay, that's rape. So if you want rape to be fewer in quantity, then you should, or not at all, then make sure that you do at least one thing. The one thing that you can do is to have no lust yourself, which is become a brahmachari, learn about this, watch the previous 4 videos on this playlist, and learn what this actually means instead of your own ideas of celibacy. Okay, celibacy is something which people do without any mentoring, then they end up hurting their own self. Okay? You should not become a celibate without having a proper mentor, or having a proper guide, or a divine teacher. Okay? If you just go and become a celibate without this, it will cause a lot of suppression of your sexual parts of you, and that's going to come out in violent ways. Okay, so don't become a celibate voluntarily or involuntarily. Learn about brahmacharya. That's what this playlist is about. Okay, so the final thing is, sex is always mutual. It should not be, when it is one-sided, it is rape, because one side did not give consent. Sex is always mutual, and you need to practice Veerya Labha to cultivate yourself as a brahmachari. Veerya Labha is a pretty advanced practice. You learn about it at a later stage. If you join the retreat, which I am doing, it's for women only, it's called Somagarbha retreat. You can join the group in the description. I'll be sharing it. And you learn about what this retreat is about. It's happening in December, 7 days. And all the details are going to be shared in that group. So join the group. The final thing is, if you're being attacked by negative spirits and negative energies in a sexual way also, then if you practice brahmacharya under the guidance of a divine teacher, then you will be free of these dakinis and pisachas. Okay? If you learn Hanuman Seva or Hanuman Sadhana also, you'll be free of these, because you will be protected by your mentor in this. Okay? You will also learn about all the divine karma related aspects. You will learn about it just through the subtle means, okay? Just through the knowledge which flows from the Brahma Randra. So it will come through from your mind, from your manas into your body. You can learn these practices as well. If you have dharma, if you have Sri Rama in your heart, everything else will come to you. Okay, you don't have to chase it. Okay, that's what Somagarbha retreat is also about. So make sure you, if you're a woman, then you're welcome to join the group and check out more details. If you're a man, then please reach out to the Hanuman Lifestyle team if you want to learn brahmacharya. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video. Jai Hanuman, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman.